All right, folks, we are going to do an unboxing, and this unboxing is coming from Provident Metals. This should be what I believe a series that I am collecting, to be specific, the fourth in the series that I'm collecting. But I've realized that I haven't done like an unboxing to show off kind of how different companies are packaging their stuff. So that's kind of what I want to go with here is maybe somebody's thinking about buying from Provident Metals and they want to see how their stuff comes packed. So along with showing off the series, I'd also like to just show off the unboxing. So without any further ado, this is how this package came. It's not that big of a package. I would say, I don't know, 4 by 6, something like that. And I'm just going to cut in to the top with this fancy knife here and see if we can't get it opened up, but we're not going to be able to do it that way. So let's cut there and let's make a little cut here. Cut towards your buddy, get less bloody, right? Well, what happens when you stab yourself? All right, so there we go. We got some packing material. This is some brown paper stuff. We just toss that off to the side. And in the bottom of the box, no packing material, but this nice thick bubble wrapped goodness stuff there. Box goes somewhere behind me just like so. We'll take that same knife and we'll just give this. This is that whatever fiber tape, this stuff here. Really nice stuff. I'm glad they didn't use it on the outside of the box because this stuff is kind of a pain to get cut. But you don't want to cut too deep and get into the coins. So let's go back underneath and cut again towards your buddy, get less bloody. Get this out of here. And there we are. So what we have, ladies and gentlemen, these are going to be the fourth in the series of the new Zombucks World Domination series. I am a collector of that series. I'm going to bring up the collector's box. We're going to get these in capsules after we take a good close look at them. But they're doing a World Series. Different sovereign mints around the world, they are taking their Bullion designs and zombifying them. So as you can see, there's some of that fiber tape on these flips as well. I keep the flips, but these are also going to go into the capsules that they send when you get the collector's box. So let's get this stuff out of here and let's get these things opened up. I want to grab a couple stands from over here off the side, slide those out of the way. We'll bring in the collector's box in a brief second because there is something else very, very unique inside that collector's box, and maybe some of you saw it, maybe some of you didn't, but let's take a look at this copper to begin with. And here we have it. This is the Huckbill turtle, and they're calling it the Mortuga for the zombie version. And let's take a look. So we have fine copper, and I believe it's a Zombuck denomination of 3. Yep, Zombuck denomination of 3. That's 999 fine copper. And it's displaying the turtle swimming through, against, with the tide. You see some bubbles, and it's rotting flesh. Its shell is kind of falling apart as it's trying to make its journey. And we have this Zombucks logo, Zombucks currency of the apocalypse. 3 nines fine, 1 ounce of copper. Let's set that down, come back just a tick, and let's get this thing out. One of these capsules out, and let's just slide it in a capsule while we have it freed up. So put that in there. Comes with this nice little spacer. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Oh yeah. Put that in the capsule like that. Set the copper back there. Let's do the same thing with the silver version. We want to be very gentle here, trying to split this, get this tape. I tell you, this stuff is some pretty strong stuff, and I like the fact that they use it. So definitely a plus side for Provident Metals there, taking care of us by making sure our stuff does not fall out of the flips during shipping. I want to put a glove on for this one because I am going to have to pull it out of this, and I don't want to fingerprint it all up. I'll grab the rim, flip it around, and here we go. Here is the silver version. I love how they do the frosted with the proof-like. You can see that little bit of the fields underneath the name, Mortuga. That is your proof-like. Come up like this. So this is going to be fine silver, 3/9 fine with a denomination of 75 Zombucks. And did they put a year on this one? I don't know if they did. You know, them last couple releases, the first, second, and third, they did put a date on the coin, or round, I'm sorry. I call it a coin because it has a Zombucks denomination. But I'm not seeing a date on these, which is cool. I like how they keep it changed up. And as you can see, the rotting shell, the bubbles, same design, just a little different metal. One's copper, one is silver. And the rotting flesh of the huckbill turtle, Mortuga. Love this Zombuck series. I absolutely love it. I missed out on the first series with the American coinage, and those actually resell for quite a bit of money right now. We actually had a podcast, the Crucible podcast, the last episode. We had the designer of the Walking Liberty on our show. So definitely go check out that episode as well. And let's set this one down and get it into the capsule. And then I want to bring out the collector's box. I want to show you something very special that I'm hoping some of you got your hands on, and maybe you didn't, but we'll talk about that as well. And we will get these sealed away in that box for the lifetime of them. Let's do that one more time. And we are going to clean up this mess. Let's just throw it behind me right quick. We can clean all that up later. I'm going to set these over here because this collector's box is actually a pretty big box. I'm going to zoom out just a tick, 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 tick. There we go. Slide this stuff out of here. We don't need the knife anymore. And here we are. This is the Zombucks Currency of the Apocalypse collector's box. When we flip this thing open, let me move the camera up. Oh, do you see that? After we get something put away, we have something extra special to talk about right there. So let's bring this up just a tick so you can see the whole box. There we go. So that's the original Panda, Zombie Panda, Pandemonium. And if I can pop these out, I'll just show them off quick. They do seal in there so damn tight, which is a good thing because really there's no reason to be bringing them back out. But for the sake of the video, this is the Pandemonium. This is the first in the series. They only do a run of 4 months on these, and then they're done. So there's no really mintage number per se that they're going to stick to. But once they hit 4 months in the mintage, they're done. So for instance, the Pandemonium, the silver, they minted 50,000 of them. And in the copper, they minted 30,000. So no longer going to be minted. 50,000, you think it's high, you think it's low, leave me that comment down below. I'm not really too sure if anybody's too concerned about the copper numbers or not, but it is really cool that they're only doing them for 4 months and that's it. There's going to be no more made. The copper is out of stock. You're not going to get your hands on any unless you find them on secondary market. So the second in the series was the Kookaburra. So the zombie version of the Kookaburra, and like I said, there's a date on this one, 2026. That new one, no date on it, which is completely fine. It's cool. It's nice that they change it up. But the Kookaburra, 25,008 silver rounds were minted and 20,000 copper rounds were minted. So very, very, well, about 25,000 coins less, a little less than 25,000 coins less than the Pandemonium. Very, very interesting. Next and third in the series is from Australia, the Kangaroo 2027 date down there. The Kangarooan silver version, 20,011 silver rounds were minted and 20,013 copper rounds were minted. So after the 4 month mintage time is up, that's when they will officially release the numbers for the Mortuga. But what we're going to do now is bring you back down to street level. And let's put these in their respected slots. Number 4, Mortuga. Number 4, Mortuga. And that's where they're going to stay. I think it's a great collector's box. Yeah, you pay up for this stuff. It's a collection. This isn't really stacking, quote unquote, stacking material. But man, I really love the display box. It's kind of goofy because I don't know how many they're going to do. If it's just going to be silver going in here, or if it's silver and copper. But if that's the case, like I got a whole nother row here that isn't going to make sense unless it goes 2 and 2. So I'll figure it out. We'll all figure it out together. But those were the mintage numbers. Now let's close this box up. And I don't know if you guys have any of these right here. This is a silverback made by the company Goldback. This is 1/1000th of a troy ounce of pure silver. All fine and dandy. Congrats, Silver Dragons. You got that done. Now, what we have, again, with that friction kind of tape, the Zombucks series has their own made. I got to cut this tape. I thought we were done with the knife. There, I got it open. They're doing their own series, one for each one. That is flippin' cool as can be. There is 10,000 of each one, so it's going to resemble the coin, right? And they are individually numbered. Now, I know what you're saying. So this is number 6,109 of 10,000. These are $10 a piece, all right? Merely for collecting, okay? They are made by Goldback, right? Everything is just like a Goldback would be, except this is for collecting. It's got that negative reverse, just like the Goldback does. They even have their patent numbers at the bottom. It is not legal tender. Zombucks contain 1/1000th of a troy ounce of pure silver, calling them one Zombuck. Dude, if you are a collector, 2026 on this one, and the Kangaroon was third, so this is second, 2026 on this one as well. Again, it's got the background. This is what the coin or the round is, that zombified, the zombified kookaburra. Look what they did with the eye. Look what they did with that eye, that red in the eye. The red streak going through these. Oh, man, so cool. And this one's number 9,099 of 10,000. Zombucks stamp all the way around the outside. Kookaburra, Zombucks, currency of the apocalypse. I don't know. If you're a collector of Zombucks, like, this is a must-have in my book. So that is the Kookaburra, and then here's the Kangaroon, and this one has the date of 2027. Same thing. Look at the red eyes. Just zombie dripping off that flesh, bouncing through. Patent number again, not legal tender. What number do we get on this one? 2,762 of 10,000. Number one Zombucks. Again, these are 1/1000th of a troy ounce of silver. Not legal tender. Great for collecting. Definitely not for stacking. Folks, let me know if you're in on the Zombucks series. Did you get into the World series? Did you get into the US version? Man, I really missed out on those, but I'm definitely not going to miss out on these. Let me know what you think about Zombucks in the comments below.